Hi there everyone, it's been a while since I've done anything on my channel. I didn't do much at all. And you know, I think at one point I had thought I'll just not bother, but I've been kind of going on a little bit of a art kick here, experimenting. Now I want to make it quite clear that I'm not an artist. I just love colour and making things. I do other stuff like sewing and crocheting, and right now I'm on an art kick. I thought that, you know, like if you're a beginner out there too, maybe you would like to follow along with me, because I'd like to see, could I improve? If I continue doing this, maybe just keep going. I'd like to see if I've improved or not in time. So, but I had been experimenting with these. I'm going to show you how I did it. Just, you know, painted or underneath, and then did some scribbling, as you can see, like this, with something sharp, and then I just filled in, painted in the bits. Started out with this one. This is just an old piece of card. It was even ripped. So anyway, what I'm going to do on this one though, I'm not going to put any gesso or gesso. I just want a crayon this time. Like, actually I'm using pastels, and I want to do an undercoat, and I'm going to do it, try to do it quite bright. So I want to do a landscape, and I just want to fill this in. So I'll try to fast forward. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, get all these bits off. I'm going to get some paint. This is my old tinfoil thing here, and I'm going to use some paint. I'm going to get some, it is Daler and Rooney, like this. A bit of blue, get some white, actually more white, that's it, get some white, thing, a little bit of water, bring it all up like this. I'll try this colour, maybe a bit lighter, I'll make it a bit lighter. Okay, a bit more there, and then I'm going to just cover it as fast as I can. Get it covered. You can use anything, you know, just cover it up, slap it on. Very artistic, right? Slap it on like this. Now, the one thing about using pastels or crayons, or even covering the lower base with glue or something, it gives it kind of a, see how it doesn't stick as well? It's kind of what I want in a way. Okay, now I'm going to add some green to this blue, just to open. So this is the Deco Art, or just Dollarama. I got it from Dollarama, probably. Yeah. That's Dollarama. Some more different kind of green. Put it in there. And then mix this up. Kind of more of a green shade. That's too blue. Let's see, where's that? I'll use this one. I want it more green. Greenish. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. And then I'm gonna all these bits on here. Do this. That's the only thing about cheap paint brushes. One thing a lot of my stuff is, I use a lot of cheap stuff. I can't really afford to buy the expensive stuff, and I don't want to if I'm just a beginner and practicing. So just have to make do with what I have. But hey, maybe one day I'll get the more expensive stuff and have some fun. I'll just do that like that. That's fine. Just a bit like this. It doesn't really. Okay. In fact, I'm gonna do this. Create some shapes. There, shapes. Okay. Now what I do with this is I'll take a paintbrush, whatever you want, at the bottom, and then I'm going to go like this. Well, that's too much. Maybe I could go with it. Is that too much? There. Yeah, I don't want it. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to try that again. I don't want them as wiggly. Okay. And then, like this. Hope you could see that. Sorry. Like that. There. Now, not so wiggly. Smoother. Just like this. Like that. That's a bit better. Like that. You could do whatever. And maybe a little bit more here. Okay. So basically, I wanted those lines to come out. It just... Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to let this dry. And see, what I did with this is I let it dry and then I painted in between all the bits. And just left the line there to make it look a little bit more interesting. I think I want to do a little bit more like this. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. And then a little bit more. There's a lot more painting, but, oh, and then bits like this. Like this. And then there. Hope you saw that. And sometimes I like to leave bits like that. Just, you know, I didn't have much there. Of course, it's gonna bend. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. And then I'm going to see if I have another piece of paper. See, this is all my junky stuff. Yeah. Paper so I can use up that paint. Okay, I want to use up this paint for something else. Don't want to waste the paint. Maybe I could do something later on. Essentially, I like the color. Definitely like the color. Okay. There we go. Yep, put it in there. Need some water. I know it makes a noise, that thing. That's the only thing. Try not to make too much noise. So that's, I'm going to let that other one dry a bit and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I'm hoping that this is dry enough. I made a bit of an error there by trying to fix something, and I'll have to fix that later. So I've got some colours. I'm trying to get colours that are a bit darker. I don't know if it's going to work though, but here goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a spot and I'm just going to start painting, just like this. I want to leave a little bit of the colour underneath as much as I can, and paint on top. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to bore you with this. I'm going to paint all the bits in, and maybe you'll kind of understand what I'm doing. The first layer, and then after that I'll be doing another layer. Okay, I'll see you soon. Top. Hopefully it will go on there. I'm using just a cheap kind of smaller brush with this. Just go around. The only thing is it's not opaque. This paint, it's I actually love the paint, but it's just cheap. So I'll just do it like this. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna manage. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll be painting this, and then I'm gonna put you on fast forward, and then I'll show you. I can show you what happens at the end. Okay, so I've stopped here. I just slapped stuff on there. I actually, it didn't quite come out, you know, I'm not really keen on it. I guess I was, you know, it's experimental. This one, I like the colors better, just kind of, you know, just one color rather than two. I'm not quite sure how I feel about, but it's given me an idea of trying something else, because I was working on this one. I was using up the paint. What I liked about this one, not much, but I mean, is this kind of grunginess, you know, like, and the color, the darker. So what I might do is I might do this differently. Like, I'd put the stuff underneath, but I'm gonna put different kind of colors, you know, like different kind of colors and shades and everything else, and then do these marks, and then see how I feel about that. So I might give that one a try. Anyway, I know, you know, I didn't finish, but I just thought I'd show you. I mean, sometimes you don't like stuff, and hopefully I can learn. The one thing I was thinking about doing this kind of exercise is that I'm not really great with the paintbrush, so maybe I could practice getting better and steadier with paintbrushes, you know, like because I have to go up in the little corners. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully, you'll come back. So take care. Thanks, bye.